Hey, welcome back. Today is April 26th, Monday. Before anything else today, please do be aware of any fake profiles down in the YouTube comment section below. Asking you guys to contact some random numbers or individuals, and especially the ones imitating my name and profile picture. I would not ask you guys to contact any random numbers or individuals, so if you see a fake profile like that, it's better if you guys just report it. Now on this post, I'll be telling you about the overall crypto markets, which includes Bitcoin dominance and Bitcoin price action, and see how they could potentially affect the overall altcoin markets. Before diving into NuCypher and Skale network and see what is going on in these markets, I'll be telling you about the bullish and bearish case scenarios for today, as well as the short-term price prediction on these markets according to what I'm seeing on the charts. Before I begin today, if you guys are enjoying this content, make sure to subscribe to the channel and like this video, as I'll be keeping updated on the latest crypto setups on my watch list, regardless if it's a good day or a bad day. If you want to support me and don't have a Webull brokerage account, you guys can use my referral link down below. They're still giving away 2 free stocks after you sign up for an account and deposit $100 and I will also get a referral bonus if you guys sign up under me. Please also read my full disclaimer below. I am not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. I am purely sharing my own speculations and opinions on these markets. I cannot tell you the future, and you should always do your own due diligence before trading or investing in these markets, as it's extremely risky and volatile. If you have any questions or comments, please do only leave them in the comment section below, but I will try my best to get to as many of them as possible. See what's going on in this market first. Most importantly, I had to take a look into Bitcoin dominance. Tells me what the money could be trending into. Would it be Bitcoin, altcoins, or neither? Right now, we do have Bitcoin dominance up very slightly, about 0.1%. This breaks down to Bitcoin price action up over 9.7%. Total altcoin market cap up over 9.5%. Both markets are bouncing back pretty significantly already since last week's drop. Now, this would still be the upside of Bitcoin dominance trending upwards, even though in very slight change today, less than 0.1% right now, and both markets are in pretty good gains today. However, I still do emphasize Bitcoin dominance trend downwards. That's generally speaking better for the altcoins on both the upside and downside. Because conversely speaking, if Bitcoin dominance was trending downwards, the upside of that, I would usually see total altcoin market cap leading in gains ahead of Bitcoin. Bitcoin dominance here for the weekly time frame. As I have pointed out, we did break down from that falling wedge pattern, which is generally a bullish pattern earlier last week with this weekly candle. We did come all the way down to about that 50% fib level area before getting a bounce. Looks like we're starting this week's candle with a slight bounce right now. Now, if Bitcoin dominance continues downwards here, that is more ideal for the altcoins. And the next key support here, again, would be the 50% fib level area. Let's go over to Bitcoin price action. As I have pointed out, there has been bearish divergence on this weekly time frame, most notably, as we did get 3 consecutive higher highs here on this weekly time frame with 3 consecutive lower highs on their RSIs. That's classic bearish divergence. Now, bearish divergence more often than not can still signal a pullback, as we did get on each of these 3 instances, okay? After getting a higher high, however, a lower high on the RSI, a pullback, higher high again, and lower high on the RSI, another pullback. Another higher high, and then another lower high again, another pullback, okay? Now, the safer signal I'm looking for here is seeing a higher high on the price action chart along with a higher high on the RSI to tell me that this bearish divergence is done playing out. The last high RSI reading to beat here is about 73 coming from this little top here. Monthly time frame. This week's monthly candle has been very volatile. So right now we have about 4 more days left until this monthly candle close, and we do still have a slight bearish candle here, okay? So right now, as of how this candle looks and the amount of time that's still left, I would still come back to say that it's still too early to say anything conclusive about this monthly candle. However, we have been in overbought territory on this monthly time frame, as well as having bearish divergence, okay? Not something I'll lose track of still. Regardless if we end up in this in a bearish monthly candle close or in a bullish monthly candle close. Not something I lose track of because do take a look into the last few times. Bitcoin has been in overbought territory on monthly time frame. If it pulls back for one data point on here, that's 1 month's worth of pulling back on this time frame. Now let's go to the daily time frame here. What we did break down from a rising wedge pattern, and we had formed a falling wedge pattern since, as I have pointed out yesterday. Yesterday, after my posts, we have then gone a drop from the daily candle here, okay? Not exactly to my estimated bottom trend line, as I have pointed out yesterday, but this is close enough, and I will adjust my bottom trend line to it, and we will still have a very similar falling wedge pattern as I have mentioned yesterday. Adjusted for this breakout, because the price action does look like it has broken out of that falling wedge pattern, then I will have a measured target now of about just right under 62K here, okay? Now, measured targets are theoretical approximate targets only, may actually be different in real life price action, more or less. And if Bitcoin pulls back at any time, again, that could still have a bearish effect on the altcoins. That bearish effect would be greater if Bitcoin dominance is trending higher. So I will still keep an eye out on Bitcoin before any altcoin markets. Let's go over to NuCypher. See what has gone on in here since my last post. Since my last post, I did say that I did have to rechart a bigger falling wedge pattern here on this weekly time frame, because we had a breakout from the smaller falling wedge pattern before. However, that breakout was unsuccessful and the price action just continued downwards. So I do have to rechart it into a bigger falling wedge pattern here from what it looks like. Now, falling wedge patterns, according to Thomas Bukowski and his website, thepatternSite.com, it is a 68% chance of it breaking to the upside. If it breaks to the upside by, let's say for example, by the week of May 3rd here, the measured target would be about 91 cents measured targets. If it breaks out sooner, such as this week, the measured target will be higher. If it breaks out later, assuming that the falling wedge pattern shape still stays intact, the measured target will be lower. Now, measured targets are theoretical approximate targets only, may actually be different in real life price action, more or less. Let's take a look into some of the key supports and resistances relevant to this price action right now. Key resistance immediately would be about the 45 cents fib level area, followed up by the weekly 21 MA, which has barely just came about last week, okay, which is this small blue line here. After that, I'll be looking at the daily 21, the blue line here, about the 55 cents fib level area, the daily 50, which is right above that right now, could be below that later on, the 3-day 21 MA, which is right above that 55%, that 55 cents fib level area as well, follow up by about the 65 cents fib level area, follow up by about the 80 cents fib level area. After that, I could be referring to this group of past trading history here at about 81 cents to almost 90 cents, okay? That's from this group of past trading history here. I could expect resistance coming from this range from about 81 cents to 90 cents. That's pretty in line with the measured targets. If the price action gets past that, I could expect resistance coming from about 90 cents to even as high as about $1.15, right under $1.15. Key support here, first of all, would be the 33 cents, which was the previous resistance out of a smaller cup and handle pattern here. Next up would be about the 30 cents fib level area. Let's take a look into the bullish and bearish case scenarios here. Bullish case scenario, price action breaks out of this falling wedge pattern and go towards its measured targets. Mining some of those resistance levels I have just pointed out, as those could be point of rejection. Bearish case scenario, it looks like the price action could continue down here to towards the falling wedge pattern some more, okay? If it continues breaking support, the next key support here will be about the 33 cents support, which was the previous resistance out of that cup and handle pattern. The next key support here would be about the 33 cents fib level area and seeing the 30 cents fib level area, 33 cents support first, which was the previous resistance out of a smaller cup and handle pattern. If that does not hold, I'll be looking at about the 30 cents fib level area and seeing if that holds before charting any further supports down beyond that. Now let's take a look into Skale Network. See what has gone on in this market. So since last time I did say that there was a ascending triangle pattern that was no longer valid. And now I do see another falling wedge pattern here, okay? This is on the weekly time frame. Let's see, I do have two sets of swings up. Yep, more than that. And two sets of swings down here with one little outlier. Now let's take a look into what could be happening here. And falling wedge patterns, like I said, according to my source I mentioned earlier, it's a 68% chance of it breaking to the upside. If it breaks to the upside, the measure target here. If it breaks to the upside by the absolute apex of the snapshot I have here, then the measure target would be about right underneath $1.10 here. Measure target about $1.10, right under that. Now measure targets are theoretical approximate targets only. Again, may actually be different in real life price action, more or less. Let's take a look into some of the key supports and resistances relevant to this price action right now. Key resistance immediately would be the 3-day 21 MA and about the 60 cents fib level area. After about the 60 cents fib level area, I could expect resistance, key resistance coming from daily 21 MA, the daily 50 MA, and in about the 70 cents fib level area. Next up would be about the 85 cents fib level area. Next up, I could expect resistance coming from past trading history here from about as low as about 87 cents to about 90 cents. Okay, so a very short range of resistance there. Followed by, I can refer to this group of past trading resistance here from about right underneath $1.10 to all the way about $1, about right underneath $1.30 here. Key support immediately would be the weekly 21 MA, which we have not touched. Okay, that has also just appeared about last 2 weeks ago. If that does not hold, I could be looking at the 3-day 50 MA that has also just appeared. Then I could be looking at about the 30 cents fib level area. Let's take a look into the bullish and bearish case scenarios here. Bullish case scenario, price action breaks out of this falling wedge pattern and go towards its measured target, mining some of those resistance levels I have just pointed out, as those could be points of rejection. Bearish case scenario, price action breaks its bottom trend line. It looks like the next level of key support here I'll be looking at will be the weekly 21 MA, the 3-day 50 MA, and then about the 30 cents fib level area and seeing if any of those hold and can still keep a falling wedge pattern intact if this chart needs to be recharted. Now these are my bullish and bearish case scenarios for today. Let me know if you found it helpful. Give me a thumbs up if you did. Let me know your agreements, disagreements, feedback. I'd love to hear them. Hope you manage your risk carefully. And if you'd like to see any more of my most recently uploaded videos on YouTube, you guys can check out my links up here on YouTube. See you next time.